Okay, so we're gonna talk about so basically Kiana Naomi posted in her story like the Lotto Sunday service. I'm gonna show you guys just so we're on the same page. So Kiana has like her Instagram stories, and I'm just gonna talk. She posted this in like her story. Yeah. So I guess I'm not sure. Like I would say probably if you're listening to any, I don't know. I guess it really depends on where you are in your life. I don't know if I had to think of a rapper right now, that would probably be more maybe like the best for girly girls who are in their like money era. Maybe like Sweetie would probably be the best. Like go back to Sweetie's old stuff, whatever she has out. Like the Sweetie things are probably the most accurate things you could listen to. Now I feel like Latto is very petty. She seems to be rapping about like other people and how she's like bodying all these other people. Now I don't really know because I don't feel like I pay attention to Meg The Stallion. I pay attention to Mona Leo, but like also I've only listened to like I've heard some Meg freestyles. Like the main Meg The Stallion songs are so main character energy that like if you don't have confidence and you just like listen to those songs, it just tells a story of like, wow, she just really cares about her own shit. Her own opinion. Now, Lotto, on the other hand, you can kind of go, I don't know. I wasn't really following Lotto when she was like coming up and talking about things from the South. I don't know. I'm not really from the South. I'm from the Bay Area, from Berkeley. So for me, I saw Lotto and I was like, ooh. It was just giving like colorism a little bit and like I will say this though. I think that Lotto is like an independent character, as in like like probably a lot of people have come for her because I have seen Lotto deal with like pretty privileged things. The problem I have with pretty privileged things in the black community is y'all are assigning pretty privilege to people who aren't pretty. Like Lotto is not pretty; she just is light skinned. Now I want to talk about this for a second because I saw that like Lotto attended Fashion Week. She was at like Paris Fashion Week. Now this makes sense because like Lotto is very high profile. Like Lotto has a lot of followers. She definitely has money to spend on like whatever brand it is that whatever show that she wanted to go to. They could make things for her body size and like she could wear them and probably kind of make aspirational posts for the women who follow her, but the women who follow her I don't think are able to afford those things. I don't know about this. I'm not sure. I couldn't be sure, but I will tell you this, like Jasmine Tukes went to the Tom Ford show, and then like I did one post that was like about how Jasmine Tukes likes Tom Ford, and Jasmine Tukes reposted a lot of, well, she didn't repost, she watched a lot of my stories and then posted as Gossip Girl. Love you, Jasmine. And then a day later, 24 hours later, Sagan announced that she's doing a partnership with Tom Ford. You put things together for yourself into terms of like who gets what and who does not get what and what things mean. But like, another thing I will say to you guys, the reason I don't talk about fashion in terms of like brands and stuff is because the only experience I have in fashion is just that as a model, and not even as a high fashion model where I was like walking the runway. I was like a commercial print model and a lingerie model, but not like, you know how the girls now are like walking down the catwalk in lingerie? That's not what I was doing. What I was doing is like before brands would go out. So first I was doing like commercial print stuff. So that's like, they take pictures of you, they use it places. I think I did like 4 fashion shows in San Francisco, and I did close some of them. That was really cool. So I've walked fashion shows in San Francisco, but that I don't even count them. Like I wouldn't put them on a resume or anything because I don't think that's real. I don't think unless you're walking in Paris or you're walking in New York, you shouldn't put it on your resume. Like it's just I feel like it's kind of unserious. And like models in like a Nashville or like a LA or something, those aren't real fashion people because they're short. Their features aren't very well developed and they have like a lot of clones. So it's just very strange. If you really want to see like really pretty people, like I actually made a list of some of the fashion shows that are out right now, which have used incredible models. they've been using like like top profile models, and even like top profile models who aren't even walking anymore. They had them front row at a lot of these shows, so they were very serious like fashion events. And I'm gonna make more content about this because I've never seen this before. I saw like Vogue Italy posting about um oh my god, I'm actually gonna go to this because I think it's like worthy enough to showcase to you guys. So Kanye West made a video. It was a while ago called "Runaway," and I don't know if I've made that much content about it, but I will make more about it. It was just hilarious because everyone thought that I was the girl from Runaway, and they kept tagging me in photos and stuff from like the Runaway video. Our body types are kind of similar when I'm in shape, but no, that was not me in the Runaway Kanye West video. I'm flattered. That's very cute. Like, I don't even like, I love it that people think that that's me. I love her, but there's an actual model who was in that shoot. And she basically walked a runway not that long. I think it was this one. Um, okay, it's the Balenciaga show. Yeah, so it's Joan Smalls, and she sported. You can't really see them that well, but it's like cornrows. Joan Smalls walked it. Love her. She's like, was it Joan Smalls? I think it was Joan Smalls who was in the Runaway video, right? Um, no, Selita Ebanks. I'm so sorry. Selita Ebanks is actually the model from the Runaway video, and everybody thought I was her. She's great too. They do kind of have similar looks, so whatever. If you guys don't know who Selita Ebanks is, she's pretty great. She's very pretty. Um, like this is Selita Ebanks. Um, very pretty girl. Like we do have some things in common. It's mostly just like I'm very booby, so I know I always like cover up on here because like why I'm not gonna show my body, but like I'm very booby. Like my boobs are like a 34D. Like it's just like for my body size, my boobs are very big, especially when I'm in shape, and I'm not in shape right now. This is like out of oh, I still have it. Yeah, this is like out of shape model talking to you just about like the beauty. Anyway, so we were talking about Latto. Now I rewatched the I've seen this a Sunday Service music video, the one that Kiana shared more than once. I've so this is my second time seeing it because I watched it again. Mm, and it kind of seems like like Latto is trying to come for people. She's like calling out everyone, saying how they are so, I guess, undeserving of things, or she's kind of wondering why they're doing things. And this is a picture of Latto. She's like at an event, at some fashion event. She's at the all white fashion event. Um, I don't know. Like any person who can buy expensive clothes can wear expensive clothes. That doesn't mean that they look good on them. Like what she's wearing right now, she looks bad. I mean, she looks better than she looks in other things. I think there's other things that she's worn that have looked better on her personally. But the point that I'm going to make about Latto is this, because we see girls like this in society all the time, and I just want to call it out for what it is. Now, in the black community, people prize more than anything else colorism. Like colorism is the high, like the lighter skinned you are, the more it doesn't matter if you have like money, if you can literally be like Naomi fucking Campbell, and they will be like, we don't even care, because the black community does not prize aesthetics. They just prize colorism, and I think that has to do a lot with like colonialism, and there just being so many people who are like African and black, and they don't have any family members or European blood, and all they know is like colonialism. So from the outside, they see like lighter skin as being more privileged. So over anything else, like lighter skin takes precedence. Now, to an extent, in America, that kind of plays out where the lighter skinned you are, the more privilege you might have had, or the more money that your family might have had. But I feel like things are kind of equaling out now, just because like capitalism is capitalism, and so like you can't really fake it till you make it anymore. You can't just be like a broke person who's like light skinned and ugly, and then we don't see through this. Like hair conditioner costs money, college also costs money. So these people who continue to like have shit but who aren't really able to like pay for it, we're kind of able to see through it, right? We can see that like you can't afford the thing, or culturally like you weren't there. This is what I really like about that little girl, Amariana. I'm just gonna post some stuff so you guys actually know I'm talking about people and I'm not just like naming names. So there's this little girl, her name's like Amariana. Oh, what's it? Whatever. Amariana. Amanda Amariana, I think is her name. Sorry, I'm getting kind of late. Oh, I think my kittens locked themselves in the bathroom. I'm gonna help them. Seriously, I made like one spelling error. Amanda Amariana. Amanda Mariana is her name. So I got like one spelling error and the whole thing. It's this girl. I'll put her channel in the description box. Um, can you see her? Amanda Mariana. So she's made videos like, is living alone a scam? Why are Disney Channel outfits so ugly? She has some movie that she made like, does being delusional work? What happened to the squad goals era? So she's just talking about things that are going on with like, you know, little girls in college or whatever. That's her thing. That's very cute. Like all the girlies on campus are talking about that shit, so that's useful. Who was it? Was you. All right, you're in. Well, actually, I like your physique. Let's go. Where are you? Are you stuck? No, come out. Why the hell are you stuck in there? Why are you stuck in there, Perk? Brew. Woo. Sorry, I went and got my kitten, but he was like stuck. Why are you stuck in there? What's going on? What is going on, Brew? We have an issue, sir. Are you trying to get into my clothes bin? Can't get in. I locked you out on purpose. I did. All right, he's ready to go. He likes isolation. So he's going. Anyway. So Amanda Mariana, very cute little girl, talking about normal shit that's happening amongst girl world in college, and that's important. Keep following her to go forward. They're gonna keep talking about minuscule shit that doesn't really have anything to do with anything. But now let's enter kind of like a Fashion Nova girly era, right? There's a Mariana girls who are very cute. She's cute. Now let's get in terms of like the baddies, okay? We've got like Emma Chamberlain. Did you guys fucking see this? She went goth overnight. Alright, Emma baddie. Emma's over there looking like my next wifey. Oh my god. Look at her. Oh my god. Or, I don't know if I showed you guys this already. Who posted something today that was like worth Leah Kibiti has a post. Right? Leah Kibiti had a fashion show, of course. It makes sense. Where was she? Oh, she was at the Lowell fashion show. I think she was there with Liz Barlow. The Lowell fashion show is definitely on the list of the ones that I posted. So, yeah, I don't know. Leah Kibiti's like just very classic. I don't. You're into fashion. You're into fashion. If you're not, if you guys haven't seen the latest like Mona post, you got Mona like literally being a badass walking the runway. Mariana, whatever, and Mona like aren't the same girl. We got Lori Harvey who did something. No, Lori Harvey's working out. Good for her. I also want to make it very clear, like Lori Harvey is not a high fashion girly. They're gonna trying to make her one, but she's short. She's short and she's like thick. So, I mean, I don't know. You don't go from like short and thick to overnight being like a high fashion girly. That doesn't exist. And I don't care like how much clout you have, unless she drops like 50 pounds, which maybe she is. She's always in the gym now, so maybe she will just drop the 50 pounds and then all of a sudden be more. I don't know. Another thing I saw that was very cute. I'm gonna. What's her name? I've been following this model for a while. Um, Maybe not on my public channel, but definitely on one of my private ones. Yasmin. So Yasmin, what is her last name? Wijnalom, right? You can't even really see her; just kind of blocked out. But Yasmin Wijnalom, like if you kind of want to see things that are like backstage of fashion events, she's like hanging out with Mona. There was a picture of that, right? So here's the point. Um, Latto makes this music video, this song, this like Sunday service, great to some people, where she's like capping on all the girls. Oh, put it on the track, put it on the track. None of the models, you do realize it's like none of the models except for like Ebony Riley are on the mic right now. The bitches who literally just they hate you and then they just block you and leave and go to France and walk another runway shoot. Like that's actually what's happening, and it's the drama around it. If you've been following, it's been happening for so long. Like, do you know the woman Irina Sham blah 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 who like Kanye West raps about? All she is like a model and that soccer player's ex-girlfriend, and now it's become this entire thing where she's like very well known, but she's just like a model who is what's his face's girlfriend. That's what happened. Like the pretty people are already pretty, the not so pretty people like Latto, Halle Bailey, really a lot of the rappers like Sweetie, all of them have different things. They have like different stories, and they're trying to like they're telling you guys stories about like almost etiquette. The thing is, we actually have someone who's already making music about etiquette in class, and that's Taylor Swift. Like, if you've been in girl world just for any period of time, you've come across Taylor Swift and her collaborators because she collaborates with everyone else in girl world. Even if, like, imagine there's probably men who wanted to date Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey, but obviously those women have class. They're not going to date the exact same man at the same time. They're going to have some sort of code of ethics which says like, okay, he's mine, he's yours, we're going to like not cross paths, and they're friends. Taylor Swift is friends with Blake Lively, who she probably knows her husband or whatever. You know what I mean? Girl world exists, and Taylor Swift has been documenting it for like 10 years. Go watch her videos. They actually play start all the way from when she was 13, that first album, that like country album. Let's pull it up. Go like listen to that one for yourself. Taylor Swift. She's got essential albums, but let's go back to her earliest album, this one, Taylor Swift. It's literally this self-titled album, right? Start there, because she's been detailing all of this. Teardrops on my guitar, a place in this world. The things that Latto is getting at right now, where she's trying to describe to you how you should let men treat you, how they shouldn't treat you, how her father said this, how you're not my father, all these things that Latto's saying, Taylor Swift said 14 years ago on her first album. So maybe think of this as the developmental growing period for urban females. That's another reason I don't comment on them at all. They just seem like developmentally depraved. What I made yesterday, or actually I made another video and maybe I'll make it public. I was trying not to release too many at the same time, but it's like he's not that into you. Which is basically how, like, you will know if a guy likes you, he's going to start acting in particular ways. If he's not acting in those ways, It's because, girl, he doesn't like you. There ain't another thing. That's the thing. If he thought you were the bee's knees, he would be treating you like you're the bee's knees, but he doesn't, and that's fine. You don't need to encourage him in any ways. There's no like additional things that you should say. There's nothing to say. He's already shown you how he feels. Believe him. If he didn't say anything to you, it's because there's no feelings. Do you really think these men are going to let the women of their dreams just slip past where there ain't no follow, they're not like commenting at all? No. You see what Russell Williams is doing with Sierra? He loves her. Russell Williams loves Sierra because he knows that he has a prize, right? And it was the same thing that Future threw away. Future and the other fuckboys, Drake, all of them, they throw away really good things, all like really good women all the time. Just dating really any of their exes would probably provide you with a catalog of really good women. Learn that from Sierra. Sierra didn't do anything wrong with Future. Future's just a fuck nigger. That's what it is. Like, you can't fix him. There's no fixing him. And like I said before, I said this once and I'll say it a million times. Like 21 Savage and Latto are perfect for each other. I don't know why they broke up. There's no like 21 Savage doesn't love his wife. 21 Savage probably really likes Latto. I don't know if he loves her enough to marry her because it does feel like for most men in the world, marriage is just about finding a suitable partner for like motherhood, to be like able to care for children, to have some decent genetics where you could transfer over beauty, intelligence, life skills, money. One of those four things. Mostly it's just beauty though, because men are expected to come with the money most of the time. So it's mostly beauty. But you know, in the black poor community, for like most black women who are born today in America, just have like broken families and shit, you would solve all of your problems by just going to church on Sunday, getting a regular job for the rest of the days of the week, and getting a roommate who is also doing kind of the same thing. If you just did that, your life problems would be solved straight up.